Just playing for 4Skins.
On tables 23, 24, we have the Farmers and Leeds Scum. The Farmers and Leeds Scum on tables 23, 24.
And he's going for something on reds, but it'll be some finish with that red on the left hand side of the table, which is definitely going to be causing him a bit of a pain shortly. If it misses the yellow, might end up with, well, could have done with it a bit further, but he might be able to just screw into this. He's trying it, digging down on the white, bring the white back, maybe straight into the red, but he might have to come off the push. He tried to borrow it at the bag, and now those reds are in not the best position. He's alright though. Player from the Avengers trying to develop his yellow on the side cushion by canning into those reds. And a quick skip to table 2. You can see Ad. I don't know if he is Ad, but it's AD at least. And a finish on reds. In a bit of a rush to take these out. Looks like he's got a bit more angle than he wanted. Did it well. He's looking in prime position here. Drop this red in. He's a good cue of this lad, clearly. Roll the black in to the corner pocket and give himself the first frame to the Avengers. Back to the first table. I think he's still looking at the same shot. That'll be a foul.
Right, the Charles Colwell to the rim, and he comes to the top table, please. Charles Colwell.
Well, doesn't look like the most amazing frame on the match table at the moment. If I just have a quick click over to table 2, it does appear to be a finish on yellows. I can probably position this camera a little bit better for this table. I'll just flick it over onto table back onto the table 1 and try and get this camera in a bit of a better position, please. Just hold on one sec.
Does anybody with results come on the side of the stage here, lads? Right?
That's a little bit better. Let's have a look now. That's the view for the second table. It's not perfect, but it'll do. It remains one each here. And on the table that we're looking at now, the Avengers are playing in red, or on the red balls. And they're on yellow on the other one. And the guy here looking at the double has to be the shot. Not much to think about really. It's definitely the way forward. And thinks he can get through. If he can get through, then I still think the double's the right shot. It was an enormous back. Couldn't actually miss the double, I don't think. Would have been very unlucky to not get position, but if he can get on this yellow, which it's tight. This will be a good shot for a 2-0 lead. And that wasn't in. At any point. So now 4Skins at the table, looking like he's going to have to take a long plant on. Still a little bit of stalemate on the other table. On the plant, he didn't really threaten without being disrespectful, wasn't an easy plant. It was full length of the table, and the red is right in the pocket, so hard work. And now deliberating about how to get close to the black. Well, I wouldn't worry too much about it, but just hit it thin, left hand side. Well, not. If he was worried about getting close to the black, he's obviously just chosen not to bother trying to get close to it. So this then, for a 2-0 lead, he's got it. Good black. That's 2-0 to the Avengers, and we'll just swap over to the other table, because there's a finish in progress here as well for the Avengers. As the lads look to be going into a 3-0 lead here. This yellow must go past the red. I can see from the commentary position it does. And the yellow, I don't know how to describe that pocket, but if you're looking up from the thing, it's the bottom right. And this black for a 3-0 lead. And he's missed it. And he's missed it in such a way where the guy can take this on. He can put it into the top left pocket, off the white, off 2 cushions, leave him no shot on the black. That's the way I'd be going about it. That's it. That's a good shot. I mean, he's missed the pot, granted, but played it knowing that he'd be unlucky to leave a shot on the black. The shot I think I'd be trying to play is it off the knuckle into the top, into the bottom right pocket, but not easy. And well, I don't think he's played it quite like that, but it's a result. Sounds a bit like a rave here, but it's not. It's not loud, not obtrusive. That needs to roll, and it hasn't, and that then pretty much seals. In fact, I'm going to type it in before he pots it. A 3-0 lead for the Avengers. Can't really claim that as commentator's eye, can I? However, it would have taken an onset of a severe fit for him to miss that black, I think. Let's go on to the other table, table 1. the player at the table is playing for the Avengers, and he looks to have a fairly good angle if he wants to slam the red in, get a lot of topspin on it, whip the white round the yellow into the red. Probably going to have to hit the cushion then into the red. He just needs to make sure he leaves himself a shot on the red to the bottom left afterwards. Well, he must be teeing himself up for the double, which is fair enough. He is on this red to the bottom left bag. It's been a great event so far, gotta say that. I want to give absolute respect to Rob Pearce, Sharon Griffiths pulling off this event. I think there's over 500 players here. 500 players over a weekend. I can't tell you how many teams. I mean, and they're playing, as you can see, best of 17. I mean, it's phenomenal. 32 tables. That's the voice of the man himself, the man of the moment, Rob Pearce. It's a big double this. He's taking his time over it. Let's have a quick peek onto the other table. You can see there's a finish in play on yellows. I'm keeping my eye on the other table so you won't miss the double, he says. You won't miss it, but he will. Good queuing. And that's unfortunate. And that's the double, as I said to you. You wouldn't miss it. You very nearly did. They completely took my eye off it. Saw he was down on the shot. Switched over. And there you saw the foul ensued. It's not always immediately obvious which the white is. Well, it is now. He's just picked it up. I was going to try and show it. I haven't got a map of the table here, so my judgment is somewhat more difficult. But okay. So that's his first visit.
If anybody announces somebody time, though they're empty tables, nobody can practice on the tables. I will send the referees around in 15 quid each of them if I catch anybody. And I'll leave that this time, alright? No practicing on any tables, even though they're empty.
Dudley getting a bit annoyed. People practicing on tables. It's not like they don't get enough table time, is it? I mean, it's ridiculous, really. However, they love the game. That's why they play. And he'll be disappointed with that. Whether or not 100% of the blame can be laid at his feet, I don't know. But the floor is solid here. They do a good job of maintaining the tables. Gecko, Colin, good lads. And on the other table, that needs to just pull up. It's fine, that is now. I think the black will go past the two reds. Oh, he's on yellows, excuse me. So the reds are in play here, sorry. And this is 4Skins at the table. Still a good bit of work to do here. The two reds and the black are obviously in big trouble down by that yellow. Trying to get himself 2 shots again. And he has done. So 4Skins will pick up the ball. And play the plant, the red onto the yellow. He might prefer just to bump that red off the cushion. But I don't think he needs to. I think he plays the red onto the yellow and he can screw back. You're not going to be confident. I suppose in a match situation it's not that easy, but I think that's the positive effort. Keep yourself positively going for things. Play 3 ball well. Don't think the red has been obstructed by the black too much so that it doesn't pop, so he's alright. He'll take this one first as he's landed perfectly on it. Bump it out with a little bit of left hand side. Avoid the kiss on the black. Oh, what have you done there? I think the suggestion is he flicked the black. Careless. Let's go to the other table where it's looking ominous for the Avengers. A long, just slightly off straight black with this lad from the 4Skins. That sounds so wrong. And there it goes. Now, just see how important that mistake on the other table might end up being, as that now then means the Avengers take a 4-1 lead when it really ought to have been all square at this point. Avengers 4, 4Skins 1.
Colin Goodyear. If Colin Goodyear is here, please come to the top table.
Welcome, Daz. I hope you're well, sir. Yes, it is me in here. I'm actually watching the stream on my iPhone, on the Ustream app. It comes brilliant on there, smooth as silk, and highly recommended. I'm trying to type in the chat room and it's playing up, so it's not me typing like an idiot. It's just really difficult. I'm going to put it in the outside pop-out thing, see if it works any better in there. I can see the chat room now, but it's not that great, to be honest with you. Oh, and it's no different here. Forget it.
A.D. Walsh, in the arena.
Yes, mate. Chaotic, that's the word. But exciting, nonetheless. I was having I went to a golf do the other night. Maybe some of you may have seen on old Facebook.
A.D. Walsh, top table, A.D. Walsh.
I managed to win. I bought 2 raffle tickets and I won an Xbox 360 with 2 games and a Kinect, and I won a Kindle. What about that for a night? And you know what? Yeah, there's any ladies watching. He's a generous soul, is this Daniel Rush. I gave them both away. I gave one to my boss's kids. See, that's good thinking, that is, because it's bonus time soon, eh? Top of the class for me. And the other one I gave to the girl who was sat next to me, who's a sales contact, Samantha Howard. Good girl she is. I know she looks after my lovely Catherine very well. There's about, looking at it, I'm using this Ustream. I'm not used to this Ustream. I don't really like it. There's like a big buffer on it, and it's about a 20-second delay. So I'm seeing your comments about 20 seconds after they've happened. Well, keeping an eye on this table 2. I know it's not the best camera angle. I do apologise about that. But unfortunately, the way the table is set up, I've got one. If you imagine the table that you can see there, the second table is like next to it but pointing the other way, so this is the only real way I can get coverage of 2 tables, and it's not ideal, but it does the job. Let's have a quick show you what's happening on the other table. It's currently the Avengers at the table. So this looks like it's a decent chance for the Avengers. Just the one yellow by the red at the top left of the table. If that sneaks past, he has a chance. If it doesn't, then I'd be tempted to go for it now. He's got a great angle on this yellow. Punch it into the bottom right pocket, stun off the cushion, bit of bottom and left. This is the one. No, he got into it too much, and now he's in all sorts. That yellow won't go past the red into the top right pocket. Possibility of playing the yellow now into the top right, top and left it through, if it does go past, but I don't believe it does. I'll go quickly just clip over to the other table where it appears that the 4Skins have got a frame on the board, and on the other table he went for a double and didn't really get that close. Not that it was easy. Sounds like I'm being condescending. You see Daz in the chat room. He knows the rules a little bit better than me still. You've even got slang terms for the for the shots. A skilly. Am I allowed to refer to it as a skilly yet? I don't know. Am I part of the black ball fraternity enough? We'll have to see. This now a decent chance for the 4Skins to pull another one out of the hat. And the break-in on the other table too. There you could hear it. It did come up dry though. And the Avengers are at the table. The shot here now for me is the plant. Best chance of getting this ball in. Play it with a touch of right hand side. Lovely, played it well. Now whichever one he feels he can get the best position on the black off. For me, I'm dropping the red into the right centre. Coming down just next to the yellow. And now screw up the cushion, the straight back into the bottom left. Dead eye that was. And 4-3. The second table, not so interesting. The white ball, which isn't immediately apparent from this distance, is obviously the one he was just queuing up to. Just there. Yeah, the tables look alright, don't they? These are simply pools who unfortunately have gone bust, so it's not likely that they'll be available again. However, Supreme have supplied us with 16 lovely tables that are on the other side of the arena. Excuse the bad language. And people are saying that they're running faster, but they're new cloths, so they would be. This does need a brush and an iron, really. A bit like me. Darren, did you to watch the IPA stream last week? I think the winners. I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't been over. I did a stint on the commentary. There's no chat, so it's difficult to interrupt. But we'll have chat next time on the pro event. I don't know. I wasn't me. I wasn't me in the commentary, and I didn't enjoy it. I don't know whether or not I want to do it again. I have a feeling the informal. I have a feeling the informal approach of the stream suits me quite a lot better than the formality of the television. However, I wanted to try and be a bit informal on this commentary, and I don't think I pulled it off, if I'm honest. The odd joke about stuff, I don't know, I ended up looking like a bit of a penis. However, right then. Both frames in a little bit of bother. If I just take you over to the other table, you can see that nothing's really changed since the last time we visited. If anybody's watching the computer stream here, and it might be a bit jerky, the bandwidth that Ustream allocate to free service nowadays has been vastly reduced. Subsequently, there isn't quite as smooth a stream as we used to get in the old Premier Pool days. However, what we can do, what I recommend is if you've got a mobile device, download the Ustream app, and it's the servers on there are not differentiated from the pay-per-view ones. So the quality that you get on the phone stream is quite a bit better and smoother. Even if it is in little. Well, that's what I'm using now to check the stream as it comes through. It's on my phone, on the app. Search for players test, I think it is. Not the best thing to call it, was it? But I noticed Shandy was watching before. I don't know if he still is. He said he was having some problems. I've got to say that was my fault. I was just trying to get the right settings for the environment. Not always easy. These matches are being recorded for viewing later on. It's probably going to be a while before I can get them up, but I'll do my best with them. now with where he's moved the black to. The sensible shot for me. Just push the yellow into the cushion, into the red. Get the red to come out. Leave the yellow somewhere over there.
If you're playing in the singles and you're queuing right now, please meet the match numbers with the information board so you can find them any confusion.
And he's played that well. Quick tap of the table from the player from the 4Skins.
Next time, please don't say that. Team Dragon expert.
I don't know how clear the sound's coming through to you guys, but I've put it at a decent quality, so it should come through. But there is a real kind of buzz. I don't know. It's just so many people. Really nice.
Round tables 29 and 30, the team event. Still
John Justice. If John Justice is in the arena, please come to the top table. John Justice.
I think Rob's struggling with that name. John Justice. It's lucky he wasn't a judge.
29 and 30, X-Men and Jones Sabres.
Slow burn of that joke, I think. Judge Justice. You can get through to this red. He's going to play it off the other one. I mean, I'm disappointed with that. He's very, very close to going in off here. If he just jacks up. No, 2 I think. I don't know if he's called it, but I'm pretty sure that was 2 shots. If it was, the white is coming. No, it mustn't have been. Well, I'm sure it was, but I even thought I heard him call it. Anyway, they're playing on, so both players are happy. The guy was watching right up there. That was definitely a foul. I could just watch it back on my phone. Anyway. It's a bit like the situation I am with the Jimmy Carney and Jordan Shepherd situation at the RPA Tour. Wasn't it a foul? Let's not go there again. Anybody wishing to pop down to Blackpool to have a look at the setup here? I have been asked if I can get my camera out and do a few shots. I said to him, if you want, I can shove a brush up my arse and sweep the floors while I'm doing it. I think he giggled. Oh, I'm not sure. Anyhow.
Charlie Traynor for the Ballbusters. Charlie Traynor, if you're available, top table.
If any of you feel so inclined, the odd share of the link on Facebook will be much appreciated.
Charlie Traynor, Colin Goodyear, table 6.
The more we get watching, the more fun it is for everybody.
Charlie Traynor and Colin Goodyear, table number 6.
the more you can abuse me on the chat. Really nice with it. Just have a chance here now at the frame, so we'll stick with this.
These scum farmers, you must go up 2 tables. These scum farmers, 2 table, big 23 and 24.
Pretty sure that the yellow doesn't go past the red into the pocket, so he's going to have to develop that at some time. If he screws down now and then plays the yellow off the red to the low yellow off the red, that one way of doing it. Oh, he's not hit it at all. Not for me anyway. If that's what he wanted to do, then the yellow must go past. Oh, he's queuing up at it, so it's a good sign. You can see a little gap in the shadow, so it flew past.
Mark Alexander, if you're available, top table please. Mark Alexander.
Anybody who is watching on the phones in the arena or around and about, if you do fancy coming and having a go with me in the commentary box, you're more than welcome. It will enable me to open up the stream a little bit, do some second camera work. Just a nice shot with the rest.
David Carnes, Mark Alexander.
Make sure you give yourself a shot
Table
on
number
it.
7.
Maybe just the cushion slightly
David
first.
Carnes, Mark Alexander. Table number 7.
That'll do it. Lovely. Roll this in and bring it all square. And he has good finish and a big frame, that was. So that now brings it to 4 each. Over on table 2. Oh, you just saw that. He's going to have to go for the double now.
Dave Virgil, top table. Dave Virgil.
Slippery Dave.
Stephen Drew. Stephen Drew, top table.
Oh, I've just been told it's 5-3. I wasn't 100% sure. Well, he obviously got the double while I wasn't looking at that. Sorry. So it's 5-3 to the 4Skins.
Steve Murgy and Dave Virgil, table 8. Steve Murgy, Dave Virgil, table 8.
Is he really trying to slice this back? That was never happening. Not in a million years. That was thinner than a sparrow's eyelash. One of Sid's. God rest his soul. Well, I'm quite blessed here. It's Saturday. What time is it? It's flipping heck. Is it 5 to 6? Oof. 5 to 6. Fully set up, ready to go. not much to worry about. He just wanted to get his face on the camera, didn't he, that lad? He's walked round and then walked right back down the middle of the arena. God. You saw right down the line of that shot. Now then, can he screw this back? Get low on the yellow. That's what he's looking at now. That's where he wants to be. Maybe not quite that much. Depends whether he wants to go for it. I mean, he can, if he wants a risk-free shot, cue the yellow up into the top right pocket, stop the white dead. He left the perfect angle to put the yellow, the second last yellow, into the pocket nearest the golden 8-ball symbol on your screen, and you've left the white snookered. Who's going for it full-blooded? And if he gets him, he deserves it. Ooh, twitchy. Gone full-blooded at it. Now then you have to play it now. White ball off the side cushion. Looking to leave it anywhere really in that area. Maybe a bit lower. And he went, hit it too thick, took the pace out of the white ball. Hence he wasn't in my little circle. Still test of a black. And it's a big time. Great queuing. 6-4 to the 4Skins. 6-3. Sorry. And over on table 1. Avengers are at the table. I'm not sure if they're on reds or yellows, but he appears to be lining up the yellow. Gonna need a nice shot for position here. If he can top through, then I think he preferred to, but the table's looking a bit slow, so screw it in. Round 2 angles, but he's got a lot of work to do here. In fact, I think if he tried to screw it in, he wouldn't be able to, because the ball would be coming down the line of the reds that are joined to each other in the middle of the table. So, bit to think about here. He's just thinking whether he leaves himself thin. Is it worth it? But yeah, he's going to have some work to do. So he's left himself right there.
Is that just on the Golden Apple? Is it just on the Golden Apple website? Yeah. It's not working very well. It's slow. Yeah, it could be.
On table 19,
Always got a slight delay on
Eddie, Paul, I think it is, and Maria Diaz, and Billy Fenton, and Louise Slater in the mix on 19, and result sheet's gone out. So Eddie, Maria Diaz, Billy Fenton, and Louise Slater on 19, please.
You did do that right. Somebody was asking whether or not this was on real TV.
On table 18, Ben Tanner, Joe Shaw,
Not just yet, pal. Not just yet.
Simmons, Danny McLennan, I think it is. On table 18, Danny McLennan, Simon Fitzsimmons, Ben Tanner, and Joe Shaw on 18. The next coming out his own sheet.
Played a good shot there. Left him in a snooker. And what a shot that was to get out of it. Well, this is a big poke. Used to slice it into the top right bag. His white should be safe. Looks like a good shot. Suffering. Just a colleague telling him it's okay, but for me, he's going to be in danger here. The ball, the bottom right of the table. Could just punch off it, leave him snookered. If he's not feeling confident about going for the finish, which I don't think he will be.
On table 9, we have Joe Tucker, Les Hearn, and Jack Whelan, and Terry Rapsley. On table 9, Joe Tucker, Les Hearn, Jack Whelan, Terry Rapsley. On table 9, next. And you can have his other sheet from table 18 for your next doubles. On table 17, we have Steve Cowan and Nathan Davies. Steve Cowan, Nathan Davies to play on table 17, please. Call that game of singles on table 21, please. Right, that's Steve Cowan and Nathan Davies for on table 21, please.
Sorry about that, just trying to help somebody out with his phone watching the stream. Never very useful. We saw the frame won there by the 4Skins, so that takes him to 7.
On table 16, we have Scott
Pretty sure. It Dudley loud when he gets like that.
Johnson. That's Scott, Carl Mitchell, Mark, and Leslie Johnson on table 16 in the mix, please.
He does a good job bringing this together. I know there's a lot of people who say, "Oh, I have to wait for a long time," yada yada yada. There's a lot of people, not that many tables.
Sean Sheep for 16 top table.
Steve Rowe and James Ward. Match up 21, please.
Let's have a look at the break on table 1, see how this goes. Avengers breaking. They seem to have broken the majority of frames. But a dry break. Sorry. The Avengers didn't break. The 4Skins broke. And a dry break gives the Avengers a chance. I think after this game, I'm going to go and get some scram. KFC, I think. It's half board here, but apparently the queue for food is enormous. It's a 4Skin at the table at the moment on these reds. Needs a miracle, basically, to finish these here. I'm very quiet in the chat room. I'm worried about you. just over it a touch. Oh, for me, the shot here. Got ball in hand. Pick the ball up. Take it bottom end of the table. Maybe even play a plant. The yellow.
Table 2010,
Yeah.
going to have John McCracken versus Richard Peacock.
Needs to hit the cushion first, then the red. He's saying shot, but it needed to get that red out of the way. Didn't hit it with any real conviction. If you're going to use the plant for a purpose, make sure you get the purpose. Didn't have to pop the yellow at the end of the day, does he? And now he's in not much a better position than he was before. I think the shot for me, you know, pot the yellow, get the white to flick into the red. If he can get it full ball, brilliant. Leave him onto the black to the far centre pocket. If he hits cushion and ball simultaneously, the white will do it. Well, that was a bit hard, really. And the double doesn't come off. And now 4Skins. Red's in open play. And a man who looks confident with a cue in his hand. Touch tentative, I mean, just not getting through the white. Needs to screw back now. Up the table. Again, he's close to the cushion. He's still got quite a bit to do with his white. So, by the looks of things, he's taking this into the top bag. This for the fretting, really. And has he got it? Oh, he's just rigged in. His arse will have been going a little bit there. And there he goes. Another frame for the 4Skins. And I think that takes them within one. There's a move to table one. And it's a 4Skin at the table. This, I believe, is for the match. Bit of work to do here.
On table 17, Andy, Christy,
We'll be alright with that.
apparently, Mike and Carol have been something at their dinner for a minute. Okay?
Top this through. 2 yellows into the bottom right pocket. He's alright. The angle for the yellow means that he can put this, come on and off the bottom cushion. And move himself somewhere. Well, if he confident enough to knock it into the top bag, so be it. Some shot to ask though.
If anybody is wanting meal tickets and you're not in the singles or you're not playing, please come to the top table and we'll sort them out. So if you're wanting meal tickets, come over to the top table and we'll sort them out.
And well, he didn't do it. I do think he was better off if he'd have topped on and off the bottom cushion. I mean, look at the black he'd have had to take on as well. And now he's going to be up behind this red. I assume, anyway. Oh no, he's going for it. Fair play to the lad if it is. Might take this in the top pocket. Yeah, he has done. And he's got it. He wants the white to be rolled through about 3 inches, I would say. If you lose the white, somewhere around there. No, higher. There. He'll be fine. It's a bit thinner than he wanted this. The white's going to be travelling up the table. He ought to be okay, but there'll be a bit of distance between the white and the red.
Chris Ridgard, top table please. Chris Ridgard.
He'd be disappointed with that. Obviously. What a stupid statement that was. But you'll believe he could have done better with that. And this lad now lose himself the black into the bottom right pocket for the match. And you can feel a bit of tension in the Avengers camp. Down it goes. Oh, not just said that, have I? Sunk the black to take themselves into the quarterfinals. Well done, 4Skins. Just trying to think of something innuendo-ish to a joke, but I failed. That'll be me for a bit now. I'm going to go and get some food, and I will see you all